Right. President, what's your suggest? Okay, on top of that. It's not good. You expect me to reach on top of that. I was thinking that I was too much far ahead of that. I will be eating it nice as a paper.
Morning.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this morning's press conference of the Jamaica Lacrosse Association right here at the GOA headquarters. Before we get into the meat of the matter, we want to first welcome and thank everybody for being here this morning. We have with us the President, firstly of the Jamaica Lacrosse Association, Calvert Richardson, who has joined us from the cold and joined us here in the heat. Thank you very much, sir, for being here. President of the Jamaica Olympic Association, Mr. Christopher Zamunda, to his right. And as well, we have our two winning coaches from our high school competition, the Maroon and Tyne Cup. We have Mr. Dale Walker of Woolmus Girls and Dale McKenzie of St. George's College. And we also have respective players of both schools of St. George's College and also Woolmus Girls as well. We also have some national players in the house as well. We have representatives of our Jamaica's women's national team, our national team, and all three of them that you see this morning, Shannon Graham to the far right, in the middle, Patricia Walters, and also beside her as well, Janae Bravo, represented our nation as well, both at an under-19 and a senior world championship as well. So please, ladies and gentlemen, give them a hand for our media, special guests, all protocol observed. Good morning to everybody. To kick things off, and I'm sure you all have seen as well, you have an agenda and also a press release in relation to some information in relation to Jamaica Lacrosse and the growth that the sport has taken over the last 9 years. But before we get into the depth of that, we'll first have a welcome, and that will come from Noblet Harris. Noblet here? No? All right. But just once more to stress, the individuals that are here, we can't forget the media as well. Dwayne Richards here from Yardley Sports World, the Ira family, Robert Fraser as well, Giovanni Brady here as well. It's great to see the presence of everybody within the room covering this event. As you know, this is one of the fastest growing sports across the globe, not only in Jamaica but across the globe as well. And it must be stressed as well what it has meant to Jamaica as well. Because if you look at where Jamaica is ranked, especially on the men's side, 13th in the world, that is Jamaica's highest ranked male sports team. Just ponder that for a moment, that we've had many national teams in different sporting disciplines, football, cricket, rugby, but never have any other sports reached 13th in the world. And on our women's side, they're ranked 28th in the world, and the only sports team that is ranked higher than them is our Sunshine Girls. So well done to our girls as well. So now we will be getting a welcome from Novelette Paris.
Friends, family, good morning. And welcome to Olympic Manor. This is where we do everything sport, our home, our sports home. So we wanted to just welcome the lacrosse team to the Jamaica Olympic Association. We're always happy to host and receive our members, our family in sport at the Olympic Manor. And on this occasion of the press launch of your lacrosse explosion in Jamdong, that's what they call it. Lacrosse explosion in Jamdong. We congratulate you on your bid to stage this event. And so we wish you the very best with its execution. Welcome again.
Thank you very much, Mom. I really appreciate it. We're going to go right into the matter in relation to the big announcement, a historic announcement, not only for Jamaica and the Caribbean, but the wider Pan-American region by extension. Please, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome the President of the Jamaica Lacrosse Association, Calvert Patterson.
Thank you very much for that, Simon. I'll just wait on our technical team to get right into the video just before I begin. Thank you very much for that. You can just put the presentation. A pleasant morning. It gives me great pleasure to be here right now with all of our stakeholders, our students, our institutions, our regulatory bodies, our parents. It gives me great pleasure to be here. But before I get into the nitty-gritty of the Pala-6's event, I want to give you a little history about lacrosse. That's a basic history lesson about lacrosse. It's a creator's game. It is called the spirit game, the medicine game, and it was started by the indigenous people, the first peoples of Canada. And then it was commercialized and became an elite sport. And now it is spreading like wildfire throughout the entire globe, breaking down those barriers which were created by elitism. And now it is being offered to all walks of life. Now, one way in which we show our appreciation to the creators of this game is through our high school leagues. If you notice the names, the Taino Cup, the Maroon Cup, is a way of honoring the creators of this game. And I want to announce that we have had the opportunity to engage with the creators of this game. Peterborough, 2019. Our under 19 girls, which was 85% of our local trained players, engaged with them in Peterborough, Canada for the under 19 Women's World Championship. We engaged with them as well in the women's qualifying event which took place in Florida, which allowed us to compete in the recently concluded Women's World Championship. We were now ranked 28th in the world, the second highest ranking female sport in Jamaica. Is that correct, Simon? So give them a big round of applause. Now, I can confirm with you that the Haudenosaunee will be coming to Jamaica for this. They will be coming to Jamaica, along with 12 other countries, which equates to 23 teams coming to Jamaica to engage in this explosive event, explosive sport called Lacrosse. And Jamaica is right there at the top. Right now, we're ranked 13th in the world, and this is based on our first ever participation in a world event, 2018 in Netanya, Israel, our first ever participation, and now we're ranked 13th. I guarantee you that this year, from the 21st of June to the 1st of July in San Diego, we're going to make our way in the top 5 position in the world. At this time, we couldn't have done it by ourselves. So we want to acknowledge those who have been here with us from the beginning. The Jamaica Olympic Association, Mr. Samuda has been where's Mr. Wills? I know that he's here. A big round of applause to the sport association. No matter how small it is, because we know that we have we're in a non-traditional sport, so we're competing for meager resources, but no matter how small it is, we always get something from the Sport Development Foundation. And for that, we're grateful. And I'm not going to put Mr. Wills on the spot, but we know that there is something in store for us for the World Championship, where we're going to be in the top 5, Mr. Wills. I can guarantee you that. And for this event that is coming up. And we're not just looking to take, we're positioning ourselves to offer opportunities, not just to the players and the schools, but Jamaica as a whole. Because you talk about the benefits of sports tourism. Just imagine, we're going to be expecting over 600 people coming into Jamaica, and that is just for players. Not to mention the spectators, the families, the friends who want to come in and experience this explosion that we're offering. We also want to mention our partners. We wish they could have been more in a sponsorship role, but there are partners offering accommodations, the venues that we're going to be offering and playing this event. We have Philly Express here, who will be taking care of all the transportation logistics for us. Give them a big round of applause. Without our partners, we couldn't be doing this right now. And not to mention St. George's College, a past teacher at St. George's College, that's the birthplace of Lacrosse, and they have always been the home of Jamaica Lacrosse. Thanks to them. Now, if you're wondering why is it so many of our activities takes place at Bullman's, we have an outstanding relationship with the administrators there, and they give us the use of their premises free of cost, and that is why we have to take that, because we don't really have the money to pay 600,000 per day to use the premises, and Bullman's School offers the opportunity to use the premises. Now, the legacy continues. We're not just playing host to a world-class event. As I mentioned before, we're going to be playing in a world-class event this year, and this is the Men's World Championship that is going to take place in San Diego this year. And again, this is going to be a springboard for an explosive event that is going to be taking place here in November. Just imagine when a small Caribbean island, for the second time taking place in a world event, find themselves in the top 5 and possibly maybe on the podium. It can happen. Just picture it. This summer, what do you think is going to happen for the event in November? We're going to need more transportation. We're going to need more accommodation. We're going to need more food. We're going to need more volunteer staff. We might need more playing space. These are the possibilities. So we're looking ahead, we're providing opportunities, and we're really excited about everything that is happening. Now, just to mention a little about the legacy that continues. We started off with 3 schools within a specific geographic region, and now we have grown to 16 schools, looking up to 21 teams, and we have principals reaching out to us, just waiting to come on board. The only thing that is keeping us back is the fast-paced movement of resources, equipment coming into the island. And we know how the ports are when it comes on to, the government's money, the taxes. So we have to find innovative ways of getting used equipment into the island through the schools, through the Sport Development Foundation, through the GOA. And when we have visitors and volunteers that comes in, each of them walks with a duffel bag of equipment as their personal belongings. And then we take it and we store it, and then we hand it out to schools who are in need. And that is how we have been slowly but surely growing the sport in the island. Again, just a list of the schools that are on board, and it keeps growing, and it will continue to grow. What we also have is a pathway to success. We're not just providing opportunities for our young men and women to engage in playing lacrosse within the schools, we're providing that opportunity for them to engage on the international scene. So the best of the best among these schools are placed into our development programs. For the under-19 men and women, for the under-19, for the senior men and women as well. Mr. Clark does an excellent job with organizing these groups on the grounds, and then we pull from them to feed into our program. We have a policy where our U19 is the feeder program. And for us to maintain that engagement with the diaspora, we at least offer 20% of players from the diaspora to join our team. But the majority of the makeup comes from our high school program. And this is for the under-19 programs. The same thing is for the senior program. And if you have been following the development, you'll realize the opportunities that lies with getting involved and showcasing our talents out there. We have over 14 young men and women who have already gained full and partial scholarships to study and to play lacrosse overseas. And it will only get better. Recently we had a college coach and his team joined us via Zoom. We had about 50 young men on that Zoom call, and they were just astonished as it relates to the interest and the enthusiasm that exists among our student population. And more coaches and colleges are making their way to the island to scout our players. So the opportunities for studies in the US, in Canada, and to play lacrosse will continue to grow. I implore Jamaica, all our stakeholders, to get on board with us right now, to be a part of this experience, be a part of the explosion, be a part of the journey. Thank you very much to our boys and girls, students, the institutions, our partners, our parents, everyone who have contributed to the success, because this is not just the board, this is not just me, not just the wife, it is all of us. Thank you very much. Be a part of the journey. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hutchinson, President of the Jamaica Lacrosse Association. You would have all received a press kit earlier which shows, you could say, a timeline of the sport on the island from inception in 2014 to present. And if you look at every single timeline, there's always been a historic feat, there's always been a certain growth. And just in 9 years, you're able to see this sport accomplish so much things. And just another interesting tidbit, as it relates to the appearances on the world stage. Jamaica's lacrosse team is the only sport on this island to participate in every senior and junior World Cup, men and women. Just let that sink in. Mr. Hutchinson spoke about in 2018 the senior men, 2019 we had our under-19 women, 2022 we had our senior women, and of course that same calendar year as well with our under-21 boys as well. Senior and junior, men and women, an absolutely fantastic feat in 9 years. At this point in time now, we will have greetings from the President of the Jamaica Olympic Association, Christopher Samour.
Thank you very much, Simon. It is always our pleasure to accommodate sport at the Olympic manner. And speaking of accommodation, I would like to extend a welcome to Chris and Sheldon, as partners of this venture. We really look forward to more than a sustaining relationship after this tournament, because I can tell you there will be tournaments after this for lacrosse. So thank you very much. Good morning, and good morning to all students, and of course I single out to it once. I mean, if that's a beacon of education in Jamaica, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Right, Yardy. Come November, it will be an explosion to remember. All roads in the Americas, with several male and female teams across the region, will lead you to Kingston in November for explosive games in the sport of lacrosse, which will witness over 600 participants. Don't touch that ignition unless you have comprehensive insurance against a sporting flammable event from your insurer, the Jamaica Lacrosse Association, and its partner, the Jamaica Olympic Association. For we, the Jamaica Lacrosse Association and the Jamaica Olympic Association, are in the business of exploding boundaries in sport, breaking down conventions, which obstruct sport, and we are in the business of creating innovative and dynamic business partnerships in sport. The partnership between the Jamaica Lacrosse Association and the Jamaica Olympic Association is indeed pioneering in the life of the local Olympic movement. It is a business model which the JOA encourages our member associations to adopt as the JOA goes about its business in transforming events of members into profitable experiences in the business of sport, the commercialization of sport, and sport tourism. The JOA and the JLA joined forces last year and coalesced our commitment and passion for sport and our business expertise in constructing a commercial model that went beyond simply a proposal in winning the bid to host the Pan American Lacrosse Association's 60th championship, a historic move. A commercial model, for we know that the business of sport has evolved beyond a business activity and is now a commercial enterprise that honors the rules of the game, that engenders passion and loyalty for the game, while establishing capital, currency, and sustainability for the game and our member association. At the JOA, we call it a sport for all business model that joins our competitive and recreational sport with sport tourism, sport branding, sport merchandising, sport entertainment, and culture sport in a network of hard currency. So we, at the Jamaica Olympic Association and the Jamaica Lacrosse Association, continue to meet weekly, crunching numbers, working on strategies at monetizing brand activations and economizing costs and engaging stakeholders, not on a check presentation basis, but on a bang for the buck business model. That is what we stand for at the Jamaica Olympic Association. We encourage our members associations to give our partners bang for the buck in a business model that not only brings currency to the game, but currency to the pocket. That must be the way to go in sport, in trademarking viability and building sustainability. That is the road on which the Jamaica Olympic Association is exhorting our members, associations, and all stakeholders to travel if we are serious in establishing a construct that marries sport with tourism, entertainment, health and wellness, and culture in a multifaceted relationship in which all parties mutually see tangible economic benefits, brand commercialization, and infrastructure development. Let us be clear, friends, absolutely clear when we're dealing with the business of sport. The infrastructure of sport encompasses tourism, entertainment, health and wellness, and culture, not as friends or even first cousins. They are siblings of one blood, born and bred in the same household. And the Jamaica Olympic Association and the Jamaica Lacrosse Association are in the same household as we pursue together an equal experience in sport, the ecology of sport that tailors the playing of the game to suit the commercial and cultural economies of sport. We, the JOA and the JLA, are on the same voyage as we chart the waters in establishing a new horizon in the commercialization of sport, in redefining sport tourism, in rebranding entertainment in sport, in characterizing culture in sport, and exploding the boundaries of sport that restrict the creative sensibilities of sport, innovative capital in sport, and the capitalization of sport. This is Lacrosse's explosion in Jamaica. And eventually, there will be blazing dance in Jamrock. The JOA will be joining forces with the Jamaica Darts Association, as we have done with the Jamaica Lacrosse Association, in staging what we have characterized as blazing darts in Kingston. And that, my friends, will be an event which should attract 1,000 persons. And we are using this event as part of the commercial and cultural economy of sport, to redefine standards in the delivery of international games and tournaments. Do we get the gist? Do we all get the gist? The JOA and the JLA in this business model that we have created are saying get with the program. For sport, as we, the JOA and the JLA, patent the events of our member associations in trademarking an Olympic experience and in promoting Jamaica as a sporting hub and mecca. But blazing darts apart, it's back now to explosions in Jamdown. So let's get back to it. Let us level the vibes. Let us feel the vibration. Let us feel the heat. Let us feel the vibration and heat. Come and experience explosion in Jamdown. It will be an eruption. It will be epic. And it will be volcanic. Let us explode the boundaries of sport in this event. Good morning.
Thank you very much, Mr. Samuda. And Mr. Samuda, I'm sure you'll be elated to hear that the sport of lacrosse is due to be introduced at the 2028 Olympic Games in Los Angeles in the United States as well. So everyone is aware as well, it's also under consideration for the Commonwealth Games in 2026 in Australia and the Pan American Games in 2027 as well. So lacrosse year after year after year, involvement and brand Jamaica more on store. At this point in time, we're going to have a couple of endorsements. First, we're going to have a couple on video, and then we'll have a couple of our players as well share their remarks about representing the country as well.
Congratulations to Jamaica Lacrosse for becoming the first Caribbean nation to host a regional lacrosse tournament. PALA is the World Lacrosse Recognized Continental Federation for the Americas and the Caribbean, and our 21 member nations comprise some of the best lacrosse in the world. Jamaica Lacrosse has been with PALA since our inception and has experienced tremendous growth over the past decade, with several national teams competing for lacrosse championships. The PALA Sixes Cup provides an awesome opportunity for nations in the region to compete in the new World Lacrosse Olympic Sixes discipline. This event provides for an exciting and fun showcase for men and women to compete in this fast-paced version of the sport. We are so proud to have Jamaica Lacrosse serve as a host for the second PALA Sixes Cup this November. 14 nations will be sending teams, including Peru, Mexico, Argentina, U.S. Virgin Islands, Barbados, Haiti, Panama, Colombia, Puerto Rico, Costa Rica, Dominican Republic, Haudenosaunee, and the host country of Jamaica. It is going to be an exceptional event, and we are thankful for the Jamaican Lacrosse Association and the Jamaican Olympic Association's leadership throughout and the support they provide to ensure this event is a success for all participants.
Hi, Mark Wilson, head coach of the Jamaica men's national lacrosse team. I'm really excited that we're getting ready to host the first ever PALA Sixes tournament in the Caribbean in Jamaica this November. It's a monumental event for Jamaica lacrosse. We've been at the lacrosse thing in Jamaica for about a decade now, but we've really just gotten into the international part of it in 2018 when our first foray into the World Games. Since then, we've had teams qualify again for this upcoming World Games, and we had our U21 team place 9th in the world in that World Championship. So we're looking forward to defending our 13th spot in this World Championship in June. But the Sixes tournament in Jamaica is going to be a special thing to really bring other countries to our home field to experience lacrosse in what we feel is one of the best places to experience it in the world.
Wonderful remarks. At this point now, we're going to hear from a couple of our players. And firstly, we're going to start with our national goalkeeper, Shannon Graham. Please, ladies and gentlemen, give her a hand. And just something interesting about her, she made the most saves at the 2022 edition of the World Championships in Towson, Maryland.
Shannon, so stated, I started lacrosse back in 2018, and everything was getting started. It was only just St. Jude's High School and Alpha Academy. So of course, when we started in lacrosse, like, it was just a new and amazing experience. And me and my cousin Tamaya wanted to get started in the program, and we thought this would be a fun thing for us both to do as cousins. And fast forwarding out to the present, we've both gotten an opportunity not to play and represent Jamaica, but of course just grow as individuals. We said we're going to be at the highest level, and I couldn't be more happy about how we've come to, how far we've come. As individuals, and I'm more, of course, happy and proud of these young ladies here, just continuing to watch them grow and experience the game as I did. It was always fun and amazing to watch. Also, of course, I said we got the opportunity to play at the Under 19, at the Power Qualifiers in 2019 in Florida, and out in Towson this past year. And it was always fun to meet the new girls, create new experiences, new cultures, and it's how we all, as different people from different backgrounds and ethnicities, can come together and have a good time for sport we love. So it's always fun to see, and I'm very happy as started the program. The program started from 2014 till now, and we're now hosting the Palace Sixes. I couldn't be more proud of it. And I would just like to, of course, to say, like Khaled said, I would love for it to be sponsorships. But partnerships are fun as well, and I can say to you guys that you guys have made the right choice, and this is a wonderful journey you guys are choosing to start with us. I'm very thankful for you guys, and I appreciate the support. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Shannon. Up next, we have Patricia Walters, another one of our national players. She represented Ireland both at the Under-19 World Championships and the Senior World Championships as well. Only 10 Jamaican ladies have done both, played at Senior and Junior World Championships.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Patricia Walters. I started playing lacrosse in 2017 for Excelsior High School. Mrs. Gramble introduced the sport to us. She was our coach at the time. Playing lacrosse as a beginner is not easy. So I started out at defense. I then tried out for Jamaica's Under-19 women's team in 2018 and represented the country in 2019 as a defender and a midfielder. It was an amazing year making history for my country, as well as meeting players from each team for cultural exchange. To play and compete against the best in the world was truly an honor. And to be one of 10 players to play on the Under-19 team and the Senior World Championship team is also something special to me. I was excited to find out that the Palace Sixes event will be held in Jamaica, and I can't wait to experience lacrosse with other countries on home soil.
Thanks very much, Pat. Up next, we have midfielder Janae Bravo.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Good morning. So my name is Janae Bravo, and I started playing lacrosse in 2016 for the Women's First High School for Girls. So my journey with lacrosse has been a very progressive one, as in my first year of playing, we came second after going head-to-head with the defending school at the time, which is St. Jude's High School. And I was also selected to be a part of the U19 training squad in 2018, and then went on to represent my country in 2019 in the Under-19 event that we had in Peterborough, Canada. So that event was really an event to remember, as we had many fun moments, but there were times where we were also not that happy. But we came together as a team, we always came together as a team, and we worked through our difficulties. So later on, through Lacrosse, I've received like my the title of captain of my high school team, and throughout my 6 years of playing, I've received many awards and certificates, such as the Certificate of Merit and the Certificate of Excellence in Lacrosse. A plaque that was awarded to me by my former principal for my contribution to the development of lacrosse in Jamaica for the past 6 years. And I've also received the special award, like the Outstanding Award for performance in the sport of lacrosse, and also the Most Valuable Player for the 2020 high school season. So 2022 has been a very busy year for lacrosse, as that was the year that we resumed our high school season, and we also participated in various PALA events, and we have represented our country in the first senior women's event that we had in 2022. Representing my country on the world stage in both occasions has been very exciting, and I am proud to say that I am a part of the Jamaican women's national team. Like, playing on the world stage hasn't only been the exciting part of representing my country, but it has also been the interactions and the relationships that we have developed with the various teams and the different people that we've met along the way. All in all, I'm very thankful for my past self for taking the step, like taking the first step in playing the sport, and I look forward to the furtherance and development of this sport through the many opportunities that will present themselves in the future.
Thank you very much, Janine. And do you recognize and train folks, the three players that you heard from? Shannon Graham, Patricia Walters, Janae Bravo, 3 domestic players. So Jamaica Lacrosse Association ensuring local players, domestic players, getting the opportunities to play for their country. Mr. Dwight Clark, are you here? Please show your face to everybody. Mr. Carter Hutchins was showing as the Vice President of the Jamaica Lacrosse Association, who is on the ground each and every single week ensuring the national camps, the high school league is all put together. So again, everybody, a round of applause. Before we take comments or questions from the media, just want to wrap things up in terms of more information. You can follow Jamaica Lacrosse on Instagram for content and just an update in relation to the World Championships this summer. As Mr. Hutchinson said, it's June 21 to July 1, and Jamaica is in a group with Poland, Germany, Switzerland, and New Zealand. The top 2 teams will advance to the round of 16 of the competition. Next year, our under-20 women will be in the under-20 World Championship in Hong Kong. So year after year, excitement and world events for Jamaica to participate in as well, and more updates will be provided as things go along. But this November, historic moment, November 9 to 11 at Sabina Park, as Jamaica welcomes the world for the Pala Sixes event. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for coming. Really, really appreciate it. And now we open the floor to questions from the media to Mr. Hutchinson, Mr. Samuda, Mr. Clark, or anyone that we have here, or our national players as well. All as well? All right, we have a couple of questions on social media, Mr. Hutchinson, so you can come back to the podium so I can pose them. I was taking it earlier. One of the questions was asked in relation to the new head coach that was announced, Mark Wilson, to give the public by extension some information about him as he made the transition from assistant coach to head coach.
As it relates to our new head coach, Mark Wilson, personally, he's not just a coach. He's a Jamaican, he's a friend, he's a father, he's a part of the fabric of Jamaica Lacrosse. He has been there with us from the beginning. 2018 he came on board, 2017 actually, helped to prepare the team for the 2018 World Championship. And the thing about Mark Wilson, he's not a person who is paid. He's not the type of person who expects us to fundraise for every single thing. He goes out there and fundraise on our behalf. He fundraise to assist with paying for players who are unable to pay for themselves to enter these events. And if you're wondering how is it that we're able to enter these events and be successful without any form of major sponsors, this is how we operate. We have every single member of our team, down to the coach, down to the players, coming on board, helping to fundraise. People pay for themselves, and those who are able to pay a little extra so somebody else who is unable to pay can enter these events. And having Mark Wilson as the head coach is an honor to work with him.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hutchinson. Once more, really appreciate everybody tuning in and coming here presently, and all those that have tuned in online as well on Instagram and on Facebook as well. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming in. Be safe on the road, and this is your opportunity for photo opportunities and interviews as well. Thank you, everybody.
Anyways,